Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Coin Curiosity. We are back at it to continue going through some bank rolls of quarters. So we will see what we can find. As always, we're looking for West Points, silver, Privy Marks, any extreme rarities. Been a while since we've gone live. That's what happens when there are, of course, other obligations, other quote-unquote 9-to-5s that one may have. But you always just got to get back into it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll see if we can bring everybody or bring any of you over as channel subscribers, as well as seeing if any of you would like to become members to the Coin Curiosity application, which you can find at coincuriosity.us, coincuriosity.us, to where you can upload all of your coins to be graded by the community, and if you need assistance with having them identified, the community can look at the images that you provide as well and look for any varieties that it may be. Type 1, Type 2s, Fancy 5s, any sort of VAMs, what have you. So again, encourage everybody to check out coincuriosity.us, and if you're looking for a promo code, all you have to do is send an email over to support@coincuriosity.us, support@coincuriosity.us. And good day to you. Just one more roll. Good day to you. We haven't been live in a while, but we're live tonight. And we're going to start on these quarters. So without further ado, let's break right into the opening.
God, we ask of you this. Watch over the man I'm about to enjoy on my screen as he explores the curiosity of coins. May his tongue never become tied, and that we remain pleased in the sound of his voice. We pray that his streams become abundant with viewers who, from time to time, replay his work when it so becomes the heart's desire. We welcome all of thee to the channel. We shall discover together find after find. Our hands will tarnish as we uncover numismatic history. Lord, it now begins. Amen.
All right. Let's break right into this first roll. See how many finds that we're going to be able to pop out of this. Just followed one nice coin over here. He appreciates the follow. So, all right, quick look off the edges. Does not appear to be any silver. See how many low mintage finds we can also come across. Across our state and territorial quarters, as well as the national park quarters. Maya Angelou, 2022 Denver. 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter, Philadelphia. I believe we have just wrapped up, by we, the mint of the last year of the Women Innovation Quarters. And now all the mints are going to go into full production of the 250th anniversary of making all the different mint sets that they have. I believe I just recently saw that they're going to be coming out with a 1 ounce St. Gaudens commemorative. 1 ounce of gold. So expect a pretty penny on that. I'm sure they're going to have extreme limited quantities of what they're going to release, so get your hands on it. Keep your eyes peeled to the U.S. Mint on when they're going to release those mint sets. '16 Harper's Ferry. Anna Mae Wong, 2022 Denver, and Dr. Mary Edwards Walker, 2024 Denver. Let me get you some more points there. Sending points. Let's see. Give me one moment, and I will. The commands. Exclamation add points. Exclamation add points. And then just put in the user's name to give over to AG over there, if you'd be so kind. One nice. Let's see, Denver, Great Basin 2013. Ellis Island 2017 Denver. It's not a bad look in Nebraska. Got some contact marks right underneath the word Liberty. So probably not worth holding on to. It's a fairly egregious contact mark there. No space between add and points, my friend. No space between add and points. 1986 Denver. Then we are sitting here with... There's another Nebraska. I feel like I was just holding on to this Nebraska, but it is a different one. No contact marks. Well, we might set this one aside just as a fairly decent eye appeal. Saratoga 2015. Denali 2012. These bankrolls are normally heavily filled with the Women Innovation Quarters, which is to be expected. All right, let's try to get your points up there. All right, yeah, let's see if Nice Coin can do it that way. Well, now you did it backwards there. That's somewhat funny. So swap the points and the name. All right, Denver, Tennessee. Tennessee back-to-back. Rhode Island, Denver. 93, Philadelphia, Eagle reverse. Let's see how the front of this Missouri looks. Not too bad. Not that many scratches on it. Got a few contact marks in the field. All right, let me see if I could take care of AG here. All right, we're just working on getting AG set up here as well as all the other viewers. So appreciate everybody's patience as we work through this. Yeah, it clearly is not liking you. All right, we'll get you added here at some point, AG. So back to it. Let's see if we could find West Point or low mintage. But hope everybody's doing well and having a great time. Got a whiskey jar to help fill up. If you are not subscribed, you can help fill that whiskey jar there down at the bottom. And here, low mintage, first of the stream, American Samoa. 2009, part of the U.S. Territories program. So we will see, are we going to have Philadelphia or are we going to have Denver here? And the answer is we have Denver. So American Samoa, Denver, 39.6 million. 39.6 million. So can't argue with that. First of the stream, first low mintage. Always good to get those and have them available for trades, for giveaways. Then we have our bicentennial, the Little Drummer Boy, 1776 to 1976, Philadelphia. We've got plenty of them. It's a nice, probably sitting here and with some beautiful gum on that. We don't need it. Let's trash it. (2021) crossing the Delaware, Cumberland Island, Denver. And that is the first roll down. I feel like part of it is, I'm not sure. Individual needs to sit a while. Yuck indeed, Chris. Yuck indeed. That's why we will put it right back into circulation. We'll let somebody else take it. Somebody else could clean it. But those types of quarters do make for, great experiments on what you can use to, I'm going to use a bad word in the numismatic community, but what you can use to clean the coin without providing any damage. And if clean is offensive, then restoration services. 1996 Denver. Massachusetts. Maria Tall Chief, 2023 Denver. Phenomenal edge damage to this Eagle Reverse, 1988 Denver. Saratoga in 2023 of Bessie Coleman. The Palmetto State, South Carolina. Philadelphia. 08 Alaska. (2022) Philadelphia of Warren. I don't recall if I need another Philadelphia. I'm going to put that one aside just in case that I do. Although I do not recall. Anime Wong, Kasachi. And one thing that we didn't do on the second roll, we did not look at the edges to see if there was any immediate silver. Shenandoah. There you are, Celia Cruz. 2008 Arizona. Here we have Chickasaw 2011. So from the America the Beautiful Quarters collection. These are just out of the low mintage range, right around 70 million for both Philadelphia and Denver. Again, right around that number. So, not necessarily low mintage, but it's good to put aside just in case. As a few people still look for those ones. Not as many, but. We have Denver of California. Idaho, Philadelphia. Another Philadelphia from Pennsylvania. Start putting some bounties on some of these quarters here. There's Kansas. Not too bad. Couple scratch marks in the field, right below the word Liberty and the word Kansas. We'll take a closer look at that later. See if we can swap out any in our books, but does not command that much of a premium at all. 1968. Cumberland Island. $1965. Would love to have seen 1964. South Dakota. All we'd like to do is spike 1W. When we spike one, we usually can spike two of them. Typically. There's another Kansas. Not as beautiful as our last Kansas that we pulled. There we go. The edges look clad. Harper's Ferry. (1981) Shenandoah 91. Denver. Fort McHenry. Eagle Reverse 94 Philly. You know, one of the first things you want to look for is how many breast feathers can you see, you know, on that eagle. It's probably one of the highest points on the reverse, and the first part of the device, the design, that's going to fade away. So if you could see those, it's normally an indication of something to take a closer look at. And then you're getting into Washington's hairline. 02 Mississippi, Denver. You know, it's just a few of your benchmarks to, should I keep it or should I not keep it? So hairlines, always start with hairlines if you can. Louisiana, 2024 Denver. All right, Philadelphia, I'm guessing this is going to be probably a America the Beautiful series. No, State Quarter of Maine. Looked in decent condition just for what we were looking at on the obverse. Apogee Mounds, Iowa, 2017. When will our next low mintage quarter come? In roll number 3. 79 Denver. American Memorial Park 2019. 2019, 2020. Find those West Points. Great resale value on W's. All right, another crossing the Delaware here. 2021 Denver. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Coin Curiosity channels. We go through bankrolls of quarters here. 2013 Mount Rushmore. Another Eagle Reverse 89 Philly. Bombay Hook, Delaware, 2015. Just as an example, right as we stare at this Eagle Reverse, so you can see that these breast feathers are just non-existent. So it's just not even worth probably even putting aside. And then you can see Washington's hairline, just trash, 89 Philadelphia. One nice coin is back. Went to go have dinner. So welcome back. There's Vermont. 92. Eleanor Roosevelt, 2023 Denver. There's Chickasaw again. There's another one again, not on the imposter side of being low mintage. I'm going to guess this will be Denver, probably 69.4 million. Denver indeed, 69.4 million minted. Sally Ride, 2022 Denver. Homemade burritos. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Edges look clad. Nothing standing out for us. W quarters being summoned. So let's see what we can do. White Mountain. The only one that even matters for White Mountain is Philadelphia on the low mentioned side, 68.8 million versus Denver at 107. So what do we have? Denver, no need to keep. Rhode Island, 2021, Denver. The Apostle Islands, Wisconsin, 2018. 1982, Eagle Reverse. All right, Colorful Colorado. Looks pretty clean on the reverse here. Let's flip it over to see what the obverse looks like. Not too shabby. We'll put that aside. That might be a candidate for CoinCuriosity.us to get graded by you, the viewers, you, the members. So highly recommend. Go check it out. You can start a free account, completely free, no billing information required at CoinCuriosity.us. And then if you like what you are able to do on there, you can upgrade at any point. Tallgrass Prairie 2020. But it's only in Denver. Iowa, Effigy Mounds. Pictured rocks. So strange. Not sure why it's not able to find AG. It is very strange. Voyagers 2018. Yeah, let's see if I can pop it. Are you there? No, understood, AG. That you are just enjoying. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. It's just crazy. Why you can't be found. No, I don't. It did not work for him. So I'm going to find them in the actual list of all viewers. And they're, getting some points just for being in here, but we want to make sure that we can get them a few more. Let's see. Well, we tried once. We'll come back again to assist. We got 92 Denver. Let's get back. So hopefully we can find a West Point here at some point. Frederick Douglass. We've gone a few streams on our, quarter hunts that we haven't been able to pop W's. So we need to be able to do that. Here's a nice National Park, American Samoa 2020. Reverse looks good. I mean, you can see a lot of, contact marks that are in that field. But not bad overall. But we're going to put that right back into circulation. We've got Homestead, Denver. There's Apostle Islands. There's Idaho. '88 Denver. I mean, we're really only searching for these low mintage quarters. We've got plenty of second, third, and fourth backups of all these state quarters and America the Beautiful quarters. Weir Farm 2020, yeah. There's Wisconsin. You're looking for a extra leaf. Extra leaf could be high or low, which this does not have. But where you would be looking is, so you're looking right underneath this left-hand leaf. So you can either have an extra high leaf or an extra low leaf. Very noticeable if you have it. This one does not. This is your standard Wisconsin state quarter, but that's what you want to look for. That is the big piece, is the high or low leaf. It's a very tough find. One that you almost, if you want it, you pretty much got to go out and buy it. If you're looking for that in your, to add to your collection. I want to try pulling some different lighting here and see if the lighting helps out. Perhaps it does, perhaps it doesn't. Let me know. 86 Denver. I've lost count of the rolls. I don't know, this might be number 5 now. We've got plenty to go through. We do have nickels, but those are all pretty much $2024s, $2025s. $10 rolls for a nice coin that he went through that yielded nothing. Of course, 2026 Red Book is in the mail. Congratulations. It's always good to be able to have reference materials. I have mine sitting right next to me. It's West Virginia. Not bad looking. Again, a few contact marks. I'll put that aside just in case. Great Sand Dunes 2014, Denver. Anime Wong, 2022 Denver. Cherry Picker's Guide, yep, phenomenal. Phenomenal book to find errors and major varieties. You could study that daily and still not know it all, but it greatly helps when you are out at coin shows, or at your local LCS on, is a coin, priced appropriately. You might be able to find a gem. You never, of course, wish for somebody to have made a mistake in, labeling or identifying a coin, but let me tell you, if it's in an LCS, local coin shop, or at a coin show, and they made the error, no sympathy. These are supposed to be the experts. They have a booth, so if they're making that mistake and they didn't catch that major variety, then you have scored a jackpot. But here's another low mintage find. So here's number 2, Olympic. Unfortunately, it's dirty. Let's put this reverse underneath the... Yeah, we've got some... Fortunately, we have tarnish. But from Olympic, let's see what we have. We're going to have... Oh, and this obverse is even worse than the back. Should have saw that coming. It is a Denver. But 30.6 million. We'll still keep it, but definitely not what we want to see. Let's bring this American Samoa back in. Yeah, snatch and grab, exactly. 1998 Philly. Here's Connecticut. Connecticut can yield us great results. It has in the past. Won't happen again. It could happen right here with this 2020 National Park. We could have a W. Do the signs point to yes? They do not. They point to a Denver. It's okay. We're going to get one. And it'll be an amazing find to add to the collection. Cumberland Gap 2016. 1988. 1988. 67 Philly. The absence of a mint mark. There's another 1967. (2001) Denver, Rhode Island. Okay, gang, need to be up early in the morning for work. Good luck on your hunt. I'll join you again next time. I have notifications strong now. Coin Curiosity. AJ, appreciate it very much. AJ, AG. Let me get my letters corrected. But pleasure having you in here for a little bit, and we will see you on the next one. Hopefully I'll be able to upload some shorts on finding something amazing that you can just get your 30-second fix on. But thank you. Have a great night. Have a great day at work Monday morning, sir. And as we continue, Tuskegee Airmen 2021 in Women Innovation Quarters, I'm looking for the Philadelphias. That's what the hunt's for. It's not a bad looking Montana either. I mean, you got to think we're almost at, well, we're at 18 years, going on 19 years that this one last came out. We'll put that aside. It's good to have examples of all kinds on the website. So sharp coin, indeed it was. And we are coming up to our first break of the stream. Louisiana, Philadelphia 02. Salt River Bay. Fortunately, it was just a Denver. Mississippi. 1966. All right, before we crack open the next roll of quarters, again, I invite everybody to go refill up your beverage of choice as we take a short break, and we'll be back as we continue going through bankrolls of quarters. Out of the ratio. And that penny got damaged fairly significantly, huh? Someone took a bite out of that. It's nothing worth holding on to. I mean, that is damage from being in the wild. Yeah, someone got hungry and needed a bite. We cannot even play guess the date, but we have our second wheat ear of the stream. Things are starting to heat up. We have 1949 Denver, the second Wheatie. Let's get it out of the way. Let's see. Let's check this bad boy out. 1949 Denver. 153 million minted, ranging from 20 cents to $3.40. That is number two. So yeah, we are starting to heat up now. And here is a friendly invader from the north. (1867 to 1992). So there we go. Canada's on the board. Was it the 125th series? Now we just need to get another wheat set to balance it all out. All right, and we're going to start off. I guess this was an ender. I wasn't even paying attention. $19.99. Nice luster. Except for the spot down here, right underneath Regina.
take it. Not the one we wanted, but it's the one we got. Second wheat cent of the stream. Can't even play guess the gate. Guess the gate. Guess the date. We have 1951. San Francisco. Let's get it underneath the scope. $1951. 136 million minted. The price and condition can range from 20 cents to about $3.50. Let's take a look at the pack. Definitely in probably a good 4. But we will take it. 1951 San Francisco. We finally pulled the first wheat cent of the stream. Hot diggity dog, as they like to say. Who, I'm not sure, but hot diggity dog. What year do we...
We are back. Welcome
this is going
back.
to be? Let's get it underneath the
us
scope.
Get back to the hunt. See what we could find. All the edges appear to be clad. All right, there's Kentucky. Philadelphia, damaged of Arkansas, 2003. Eagle reverse, 1990. Blue Ridge Parkway. There's a Vermont, not looking too bad. '04 Lone Star State, Texas, and Philadelphia, Mount Rushmore. White Mountain. Again, we only would have cared for the Philadelphia version. '21 Denver. War in the Pacific, Guam. Would have rather had this be a Guam territorial quarter. And White Mountain once again. Salt River Bay 2020. Nebraska. Patsy Mink. 2024 Denver. Texas one more time. Philadelphia. And Saratoga. Still searching for another low mintage. Looking for our first W of the stream. (2000) Maryland. 2024. '96 Philly. And New York. Oh, that bottom down there almost looks, but there is clad. W in this roll. All right. West Point in this roll. Here we go. 98 Denver. Indiana. (2021) 97 Philly. (2019) Denver. There's Kentucky. Doesn't look too bad either. There's a few scratches on it. Eagle Reverse at 98. Lighthouse. A couple of your Seagulls. That's indeed home of one nice coin. River of No Return. 2019 shows W. Shows us a Denver. '66 Iowa. 91 '67. Some oldies, just not old enough that matters. Anime Wong. Warren. Delaware. And another Anime Wong. (2004) Iowa. Not bad looking. Not a bad looking coin. 2001 Kentucky. Denver. Philadelphia. 2023 Denver. Salt River Bay 2020. Some unique reflections coming off of it. You know, on the coloring. It's going to put this underneath to see if maybe we're just seeing things. Yeah, I mean, the luster's, you know, kind of faded away into some different toning. I mean, even as you move it, you can kind of see that these parts that have been, I'll say, you know, essentially corroded away a little bit are giving it some a different sheen. Let's see, can we strike a different lighting on it? Not sure. We'll put it aside. You know, we'll see what happens when we take some photos of it. But that's an interesting one. Oregon, Philadelphia. We're getting short on this roll, popping this West Point here, so we're going to need to do it here fairly quickly. Connecticut's going to be a good sign. It's a good sign. Show us something. Got 5 more on this roll. Bombay Hook 2015. Well, we know we're not going to get it with Wilma Mankiller 2022. No extra tree. And of course, we won't get a W on the Tall Chief 2023 Denver. Well, I guess we must do another roll until we can pop one. Although we might run out of rolls. It's 2020, U.S. Virgin Islands. Show us a W. It did not. It did not pan out for us on that. Fort McHenry. River of No Return. W us up. Oh, that's a Denver. Were you referencing the Salt River Bay? One nice coin. Let me bring it back. Were you referencing this bad boy on the obverse and the reverse? A couple scratches on the front of it, on the chin, lower cheek. Yeah, underneath though, look, I mean, you know, we've got a few scratches going through. I mean, it looks good when it's underneath some nice lights. Reverse looks, you know, is good, but I don't think it's going to be not for my keeping. At least when we get it underneath scope. Bessie Coleman, but I agreed off a first look that yes, it did present itself nicely. But you always got to be careful on how something is being presented, especially when it might come to your love life. 2023, Bessie Coleman, Indiana, Wisconsin, Philadelphia. All right, River of No Return, 2019, Idaho. Show us a West Point, Denver. We tried. So we will continue Theodore Roosevelt. (1979) 2024 Denver. Alabama, Denver. 2023. Still see some of those breast feathers, hash marks. Not so much on that one. 91 Denver. (1965) New York. Saratoga's been showing itself quite a bit tonight. Philadelphia effigy mounds from Iowa, Eagle Reverse 98. Georgia, Peach State, Philadelphia. Worth going right back into circulation. All right, 2002 Louisiana. See, now this one isn't, let's see what, look at that scratch right away, right above the word "and" of the motto, "In God We Trust." Reverse is decent, but yeah, a couple bag marks right above the hairline, but that little gouge right above the motto is going to have us send that back into the wild. Ozark Riverways. Cumberland Gap, Philadelphia of Michigan. And 2025 Denver of Dr. Vera Rubin. All right, so we get to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more rolls. We'll see what we could come across. If we start striking hot, we will continue. If not, we will save our luck for another day. Would love to strike it hot. Would love to continue. That might be a nice clipped. Especially when you still pull these ridges out on the edge itself. So we went 89 Denver. So we put that under. Yeah, I mean, you could still pull out those ridges where the die looks like it definitely tried to go in there and that it wasn't necessarily clipped artificially. So this is one that I don't necessarily mind actually keeping due to that. and I am trying to... Let's see here. Let's see. Do you still have me? Chet, can you still hear me? I'm trying to figure out what happened to the... We do not appear. We appear to be paused. You still do have me? And are you able to see were you able to see the coin? Okay, yeah, it was good for you. Were you able to see the coin underneath the scope? It is not showing that on my end. I am not seeing a live return. Everything shows that I'm live. Picture did not change. Okay. So you're able to see, you were able to see then the edge underneath the scope. I just want to confirm that you were able to see the edge underneath the scope. I'm still holding it underneath the scope, actually. Top part of screen, okay, still got it. Let me, that's what I thought. Oh, we might have brought it back. We might be back. There we go. There we go. Let's get this going. So this is what I was showing then underneath that you can, man, I was just talking nonsense clearly. Everybody's probably wondering, what is this dude talking about? We don't see anything. But that is where, I believe, we had a true clip, since you can still see those ridges within the edge. But what do I know? Might have to keep that one as have it looked at a little bit closer. Let's see if an LCS can provide their expertise on that as well. Not sure if it'd be worth sending in, but possibly. So we'll put that aside. Fair enough. Fair enough. Apologize for taking everybody on a wild goose chase as well, of me just thinking that things were good. But thank you, One Nice Coin, for assisting me, letting me know that it still showed. American Samoa. Yeah, it appears to be a good candidate coin. As you know, tagging along in some of these videos, that I normally don't go off of errors too much. But that one caught my eye, especially as I was able just to see those ridges. Usually if I can't see the ridges, I just presume it's post-mint damage, and, who cares? But that one might be good. We will see. Never mind pausing to look at interesting numismatic gems when we come across them. Texas, Philadelphia. We just have to come across them is all. Would love some low mintage here. Would love a West Point. That's what we're on the hunt for. Block Island 2018. We'll go with Mr. Little Drummer Boy. Play a song for me. Play a song of West Point. Saratoga. When Johnny comes marching home again, he will bring us a West Point. George Rogers Clark, 98. Come on, Arches, 2014. 1972. 2005, West Virginia. And a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right, North Carolina. All right, Rhode Island, will you show us a low mintage to end this roll? We didn't want to see yourself again. Fort McHenry. The Cumberland Gap First Doorway to the West, Kentucky, 2016. Love to hoot and holler and get excited. That's what we want to do. All right, 4 rolls to find a W. 4 rolls. I mean, something can surprise me with a San Francisco as well. That's... All right, Washington. $1984, 88 Denver, 2024. Anime Wong, 2022 Denver. New York, 2001. Proof penny yesterday. Congratulations. Was it, I don't think that was one that was uploaded to the site, but yeah, congratulations. Finding a proof penny. And I need to get on there and do some grading of some coins on the website, coincuriosity.us. Got a few individuals that have uploaded their specimens. 1998 Denver. National Park 2020. Could have presented itself. Bessie Coleman, 88. 96. War in the Pacific. Come on, Guam. It's just the Denver. Doesn't look all that bad, though. Now this reverse looks good. I'm worried about that small little scratch down here, but a 9. Worried about this front though. Yeah, kind of a ding across the top of the forehead. And looks like going right across the mouth, but unfortunate. Kasachi. Well, 79 has seen better days. Lowell, Philadelphia. Oh, Bicentennial. In 1990. 3 more rolls. We need to start heating up. We need to start catching some low mint coins, some W's, or just strange varieties. Been cold, cold, cold. Let us at least just get a little warm. 1978, 88. All right, come on, Salt River Bay, do it. South Carolina. Definitely, yeah, it's a tough night. Tough night, tough rolls. We probably just got to go pick some more up. I mean, this box has been extremely rough on us. I mean, I get it, right? You can't have a winning box every time. Boy, did we want to, though. I mean, I don't like having that ding right in between the straight wings of our aircraft here. That little ding, but it's an eyesore when you're trying to find a good specimen having that. That is not in a location you'd want to ding. Let's see. Yeah, a couple scratches on that Missouri as well. Hello there, JJ. This is one of the few opportunities I've been able to get on. I've been doing good. Just putting in the hours. I mean, I should have tomorrow off, but I'm going in. We have some filming that we're going to be doing for a commercial, so I got to get all dolled up. Mind you, they're going to have professional makeup artists, but so it's just been, going through the grind, getting things done. Trying to jump in when I can. '93 Denver, 81. All right, we're ending this roll. We've got 2 more rolls that we're going to try to burn through. That we will burn through. We'll see what we can pop. For those not familiar with One Nice Coin and JJ's Currency, highly recommend that you check out their channels. Drop them a subscribe. Show them love. Sachi, Denver, 65. 2022 Anime Wong, 89. There's Nebraska again. But a couple dings on it. We'll let that one go. It'll be a nice break of what has been the standard going on at work, JJ. That's the best way to put it. It'll be a nice little break, but I mean, it's not going to be focused on me. I mean, if I'm even part of the footage of the final footage, there'll be no voice chat, no speaking parts, and of course you're trying to film an entire casino in, a 30-second block. So probably just be a quick little view of me, but fun nonetheless. But it's just been managing the team has been a little bit draining these past couple of days. Love them all, but it's tough. Management's always tough. Lowell, 2019. Can we get our first W? We were hoping. JJ's popped in here a few times, and when he has, normally a W has been spiked on us. But we're just running out of runway. Being able to pop a good piece of numismatic history. Yeah, B-roll cuts, exactly. '94. '88. Theodore Roosevelt. From this side of the video. It is extremely hard for me to get rolls of pennies. Note that I said rolls, I didn't even say box. So I have a couple of boxes that I had put in reserve, and not sure how long that I'm going to keep them that way, but it's going to probably take something special for me to get them. $5 per customer, yeah, so 10 rolls that you're essentially limited to. I'd have to double check. I think at one point, this was like 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that they were saying, if you don't have a business account, we're limiting customers to 2 rolls. That was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, pure insanity. I mean, it's just... Philadelphia, Texas. Yeah, that was kind of what they, were indicated to me to a degree, but I just more or less gave up on it. I'm like, look, whatever. It's just becoming so much of a hassle, and yeah. I guess I've just laid down my sword and not fight that battle anymore. Especially as I'm in the camp of, look, I mean, you're not telling the distribution center who it's for, so just how many can you order? I mean, if your standard order is 2 or 3 boxes, but you could order 6, then I want you to order 6 and give me 3. The problem is that if I understand correctly, is how many other people are doing this, and that there are a lot. So they can't just say, sure, we'll do that for you, when they've told every other individual that's walked in there, and probably some with a few more zeros in their bank account, that they've said no. But here's a Yosemite 2010. So hey, at least we're kind of ending on something somewhat decent. So Philadelphia or Denver, 35.2 million, 34.8, and we have Denver. Fortunately, it's destroyed, tarnished quite a bit, but Denver, Yosemite, 34.8 million. We'll take it. Stream's been rough. The stream has been rough. George Rogers Clark. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to the bank tomorrow. I'll give it one last try. All right, River of No Return, Denver. $85 Philly. 84 Philly. All right, last 6 coins. Will we produce anything? 77 Denver, 2024. But I guess we will all naturally have to move on to nickel roll Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. You know, I had a similar thought, but just think about everybody in the news, or I mean, everybody listening to the news and picking up on, you know, these, you know, pennies are going away, pennies are going away. So even just your natural individuals are coming in there, and it's just everybody that is doing it across the country of not taking pennies in, hoarding pennies. Businesses need them. That it's just harder just to get them. Now, that being said, obviously, I hope you can get as many penny boxes as you possibly can. You know, I've never wished any ill intent that way. So please, I mean, stock up on every single one that you can. Because it's going to be good. It's going to be good down the road having those. You know, 10, 15 years, right? Even just 2 years from now, you know, being able to pull like a penny, you know, penny hunt, you know, would be exciting. So, but we finished our rolls. You know, I believe that we've gone through, I don't know, maybe 15. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. We tried to pull West Point. We only were able to come across, you know, an American Samoa, that Yosemite, and I think this Olympic, if I wasn't mistaken. So we tried a few that we might try to get uploaded to the site. Yeah, premium on a whole box will be mad in a few years. Yeah, that's true. Oh, by the way, JJ, as well, I was going to send you an email, but to give you the quick rundown of what occurred with the, I'll say, forgot password toggle. The service that we were using said they want some more money, so we were negotiating on, okay, well, what are we going to get? You know, and of course that negotiation really doesn't mean much because, you know, you're talking about a service that's been in place for years and years and years. But the web developers and I were more or less talking about, you know, was there another service we wanted to use, and whatnot. So hopefully before the middle of this week, if anything, at the end of this week, we'll have the you know, little switches and servers put back in place. That way you'll be able to get that password reset for you. But that's what occurred. You know, was billing essentially, and we were just trying to decide would there be another route that we could go. So as soon as I'm given the green light or given the notification from the web developers that, hey, we got it working again, I will immediately send you an email to say, hey, please give it a try, so you can get back into the account and start uploading your coins. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not, you know, I don't know if I would say that it was just thrown at us. Like, we of course had this in place for almost 2 years, and, you know, at a certain point, right, them as a service provider, you know, raised prices, or they changed, you know, their account structure. And, you know, we have it set up to where anytime that there's a change like that, you know, of course, that it, you know, will get notified. You know, just, I didn't want my, you know, I didn't want to just automatically be charged by all the different services we use. You know, I mean, we've got our, of course, the web, you know, the actual site hosting service. We have AWS that we're running. We've got the email provider that we're running. The payment processing, right? I mean, as you know, right, you're now starting to dive into this. with your small business as well. So you probably won't necessarily have to run into as much anarchy that I do, only because of the level of data tables that I need for what the site provides. But Angel, hello, pleasure seeing you. We're just wrapping up. We went through about 15 rolls of quarters, but pleasure having you just stop in. Someone upon the channel. Encourage you to subscribe so you can catch us on our next live stream. Follow all the shorts that we have of all the finds that we pull. But on that note, we'll go ahead and shut the stream down. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Coin Curiosity channel. It's very much appreciated. And we will see you again shortly as we continue to look for amazing finds within our numismatic history. Take care, everyone.